So it's maple syrup season. We've had consistently sub-zero temps, and it's looking like it's gonna break and start getting warmer during the day. So sub-zero temps at night, breaking to above freezing during the day, which is perfect sap running weather. So we're gonna start tapping some trees. So we are trying to use these old spiles, and in order to do that, what Jay's going to do, we've come up with a plan, is to drill a hole right here that would house this spile, and then a secondary hole on top that will grab this hook so that we can put the lid on it and keep debris and that out of it. So that's what he's doing right now. You did it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your face out of the way, honey. Because we want it to be strong enough to hold that, to be able to hold the weight. Yeah, that should work fine. Wait, isn't it upside down?
Huh? It is, but you put it on, so I just was
I didn't put it on.
Yes,
It was
you
like
did.
that.
No, you did it.
Okay. He already tried to drill a hole in the bottom of the bucket, you guys.
That's what she said to do.
Yep, that's exactly what I said to do. So our understanding is 40 gallons of sap to a gallon of syrup. And really, that's all we want for the year. I use maple syrup for sweeteners and honeys for sweeteners. It's very, very rare that I use sugar, unless, of course, I can't convert that or make a cake or something that will work with anything else. So we're gonna try for a gallon, and then we're gonna go from there. Of course, it's been years, 10 years since we've done maple syrup. My dad has an old cauldron, which we have used on a tripod over maple wood, but it's cracked, so that is not an option. We're gonna use pan, stock pot, and put it on the cooktop, but do it outside. And certainly because of our moisture issues with anybody that has a shipping container, we'll have to do it outside for the majority, and then we'll probably finish it off on the inside. But so we'll bring you along with us to tap the trees. You can tell it's getting warm because the snow is getting slushy. This is one of our goals in the next year or two. We set very lofty goals, and it doesn't seem like we're able to get to them, but it's good to set goals. But one of them is we've got to clean up these woods. That's part of our plan. Oh,
I didn't see where it went.
I didn't either. Right there. Got it? That could have been bad, huh? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like we couldn't have found it. It just would have been no homing device for that like we had for the phone, right, hon?
Yeah.
Look how fast that sap is running. This is a good one. So it's my understanding you can tap all maple trees, just sugar maple is the one that actually is what you want, which, I mean, it's common sense, the sound of it, but it just makes quite a bit more sap. this is what you call looking outside the box. Hold on, don't put that on yet. So we've been trying to hook this thing up, this spile, correctly, and frustrated with it. Drilled 2 holes, you know, just following non-manufacturer's instructions, because there were no instructions for as old as these things are. And Jay, in his engineering mind, just finally employed common sense and did that. So 1 hole and so in 1 hook, straightened it out. That's all it took.
I don't like these lids.
They work though. At least, I mean, as long as the wind doesn't catch it, we're good, right?
No, but these don't go on easy like the other ones.
Well, so these are food grade pails, which means that they are BPA free. You can see it there on the side. We don't care about the lids because the food is not, the syrup isn't going to come in contact with that. We just want something to keep the birds and the bugs out of it. And that's it. We got 1 more to do. There's, wow. Yeah, she's pouring fast. It's a good one. So far, the ones that are double treed, meaning that their stumps are like that, but there's 2 trees, 2 trunks coming off of them, are the ones that are putting out the fastest. That's that. Can't see it, but you can hear it. You don't think that drip equals too much until you are on city water and you got a drip like that in your toilet and your bill went from $100 a month to $300 a month. And you fix the drip on the toilet and the next thing you know, your bill goes back down. Okay, the benefit of 40-degree weather is I can start cooking outside again. So Jay brought my little bistro table that I always cook on from storage, and now I'm gonna set the my cooktop out here. So not only can I cook out here, but also we're gonna use it for reducing the sap into syrup. So that's the plan for now, and we're gonna just get started. He's really not sad, you guys. He's not moping. It's just right now with the way that the snow has melted, it is a skating rink with that water on there. So he was trying to watch how he was walking. Right, honey? Tell him, honey.
She makes me sad.
So we are super happy. Although that we love this warm weather. Although, if you can tell already, it's the one thing I said to Jay multiple times is I have not complained about the amount of snow we have because it's clean and it keeps our feet clean and our shoes clean coming up on the deck. But as you can tell right away, little doggy prints and everything. So now I got to break out all the rugs and the towels to wipe the dog's feet, and that is a full-time process, especially for Tucker. That dog comes in, well, you guys have seen, buried. So anyways, let's get started on reducing that syrup, reducing the sap into syrup. I'm excited to see how that goes. So yesterday was a high of, I think it was 56, right honey?
Yeah.
And we didn't get down below freezing last night, and generally they like below freezing. I think we were at 38 or 39. So we're gonna see. Hopefully he'll be patient with me while I get there before he takes the top off. Because
well, if you were wearing more than your robe and Crocs, it might be better.
You're not supposed to tell anybody that. So
not much.
No, you know what? But that was from what, yesterday?
Yeah.
We dumped that out when? About 5 o'clock? No, maybe 3.
A little more in this one.
Well, yeah, we can at least cook it down. We'll have to filter it, but we can cook that down. I've got the rest of mine finishing off. We got 2 cups from yesterday. So that was what? How many? About a gallon over there. And this is how much? About a gallon and a half?
Yeah.
Piper, you stay close. It's not working because you're not sticking your tongue out. So I'm going to be gone for the next few days. So Jay is going to have to cook it himself. I hope it works out okay. Piper.
Terrible cook, but I can't even boil water.
You can burn the syrup if you're not careful. How much is in here?
In this one.
How many gallons?
Probably a gallon and a half, 2 gallons.
Yeah, you almost did it.
Yeah, this tree's really.
Yeah, this one is probably 2 feet in diameter, maybe 3. Look at that sky. Is it? How much? No,
maybe
not
a gallon.
much. Yeah. We should probably try to cook it down.
This one.
I'm gonna stick from a distance. I'm not going down there because if I do, I'll wipe out.
About the same, about a gallon.
Yeah, so we should probably dump all that.
No, I'm just gonna let these run.
No, we need to take it all so I can cook it down today.
Where are you gonna put it?
In the pans. You've been married to me for 31 and a half years. You ought to know by now that I always have plans, even if you don't agree with them. But they usually work out, Mr. Skeptical. You stuck with me for 30 years, 31 years. That worked, right? Right?
It did. The best 31 years of your life.
Never gets old to you to say that, does it?
Well, somebody once said that the truth is not diminished by the repetition.
See, you guys? He's showing his true colors. He's getting more and more comfortable. Hey, get out of there! That is not your water! So we just poured the syrup in there, and little Miss It was just helping herself. You. You're a mess. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So we let her out. No, 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 we're not going to Grandma's. You see how she knows? We are not going to Grandma's. You want to go to Grandma's? No. No, we're not. Silly girl. Anyway, she was helping herself to the syrup. She is quite the little opportunist, and then she uses her cuteness to her advantage. Just checking in right now, and we have been boiling it for, or it's not even boiled yet. We just turned it on about half an hour ago, filled it up, and it's probably reduced maybe an inch. But the color is getting darker, as you can tell, and it smells like maple syrup already. Little miss it, as soon as you walked away, she was, yeah. I'll tell you one thing I'm looking forward to is, you guys see all that mess over there? I'm looking forward to getting rid of the shovels and putting all that away. It's, I can't take the clutter of everything. And the snow causes, just dealing with construction, there's clutter. But then you add the snow to it, and there's even more clutter, like our pallets and things like that. We want that to go away. We want that to go away. We got big plans for such a little place. And you think having a small place is freedom, and it is. But then you got to figure out what you have to do with your necessities, what you can do with them, and protect them. What are your thoughts? Huh? You think you're going to go to Grandma's? No. We turn our back for 2 seconds, and she's running over there, and she's looking like, yeah. So a lot of people have wondered where we are in relation, like from mom and dad's to ours, and I've done a video on it before, but you can tell. I mean, right there is their house, and we do a little path through there so that we can go over there, and she uses it every opportunity. So what she's doing, she thinks she's being sneaky. If she doesn't go down the stairs, therefore she must not be heading over there. But she does this thing where she'll start here, and then she'll, you know, sniff the ground. I'm not doing anything, just minding my own business. And then if she gets around that corner, it's gone. She's gone. She won't even listen. She takes off to Grandma's, and because Grandma gives her treats, and she goes and hangs out for about, you know, half hour, 45 minutes, and then Mom's calling me and saying, all right, she's ready to come home, and so then she comes and runs back. But we can't leave her out alone, because we have a real problem with coyotes, and we have several eagles in the area. She is the size of a rabbit, and a perfect snack for some animals and dinner for others. So we have to watch her. Here she comes, I think. There she is! She's coming back from Grandma's. There she is! Did you go see Grandma? Huh? You silly girl. So this has been boiled down, and I keep adding to it. This is the 5 gallons, so we are down to about 1 3/4 gallons of water. And I fully suspect, if my math is correct, if I have 40 gallons of sap to 1 gallon of syrup, and we started out with 5 gallons of sap, I should have roughly 15.5 ounces or 2 full cups of syrup. So this is the finished product. It's still really hot, so it's going to pour fast, but it's ready to go. The color is absolutely perfect. We do have about 2 cups here, so we're going to go ahead, and we've open kettled this, so which just means that we've boiled it all day long, and we're going to pour it into our mason jar and just seal it up. The mason jar is already really hot, so we'll be ready to go. We're going to filter it one last time with this. This works really great. This tea towel. I have filtered this and filtered it multiple times. But I just want to make sure that this probably isn't a necessary step. But they were starting to get little candy bits in the bottom. It's hot, so I'm trying not to get it on me. Oh man, it smells so good. That is the perfect color. I guess they have different grades. I'm going off the taste. I don't need my syrup to be ice cold or really thick because we keep our syrup in the fridge when we want to use it. You're supposed to anyways once you open maple syrup, or at least that's what I've always been told. Uh-oh. No. That is like liquid gold, you guys. And that's it. And that it's a beautiful color. I could probably go a little deeper, but I'm okay with this. It's super sweet. I've already tested it. But this is our first batch, and I have a little left in the pan. Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good.
And it's all ours. All from our work.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It really is amazing. So it makes me happy that we've moved up here and we're starting to harvest our own things. Amateurs that we are, but simple processes like this. This was 5 gallons, I think, that we, well, more like 8. But like I said, we still have a few out there that we're working on.
You've got at least that much more, probably more than that out there by the time we're done.
Yeah.
So.
And then Jay, while I'm gone, because I'm going to be gone for the next few days, it's his job, so we'll see how he does. Hopefully he doesn't wreck my pans in the process. Somebody says it's been too long since we've gone on a walk. Not you too. How did you get down there? And then there's Mowgli just on vacation. We are miles away from any farm. And Jay and I keep hearing what we think are cows. We don't have moose in this area. We don't have elk. Elk is on the other side of the state. So you guys hear that? Cows are 4 miles at best closest to us. And we have rolling hills. We're climbing a difference of 100 feet, top to bottom rolling. That is such a wonder to me that that sound can carry that far. There's a lesson in that. Let's go. Let your feet fall through. You don't realize how tall those hills are. I don't know if you guys can get a good feel for it, but we are down in the, what would you call this? The swamp, the valley? I mean,
the cedar swamp.
Cedar swamp. And this obviously is a root system of a tree. And what you can't tell is, I don't know, honey, how tall it is compared to me. So in reality, and I'm standing up on a berm, it still goes even below. So this whole area is full of that. And this whole area right now, you can't tell, but it's frozen because of the snow and the winter. But I have a feeling we're gonna be really soggy come spring. And then when you see, what you can't see are these hills up there and over there. And no kidding, that hill is probably every bit of 60 feet. Piperoni, come on! The kids are done. They are wanting to get back to the house, back to the car. So now we're gonna be hiking uphill for a good portion of the way. We're getting a lot of switchbacks on these trails right here.
Hey.
Where are you going, sis?
Come on.
Hey, let's go!
Come on.
I think she's got more of an adventurous spirit than any of us for the size of her. Yeah, you can't even tell. Like that, it doesn't even show it. How tall would you say that is?
Show the side angle.
Can you? Like, what
It's a
do you
little
mean?
bit better.
Like it's every bit of 75 feet. But you guys, right here is, you know, you got the hill here, which you can't tell very well. But then down there is, what would you say, 30-foot drop? And a very, not, right there is where it starts, right there's where it starts dropping. Definitely need to be sure-footed.
Tucker, up!
And Mowgli's gone. He's probably halfway back to the car by now. He's done. I just want to enjoy the walk. It's funny that the dogs are done before we are. Usually we're telling them it's time to go, and they give you that, "Aw, Mom, really?" Look. Where are we?
Huh?
Oh, that's funny. You alright?
Yeah, it just looks different going
It's
this way.
so different.
Yeah.
This is like treacherous, you guys. Look at this. Like, I don't know. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. And I didn't wear my knee brace, and I really need crampons or something. I did say crampons, you guys. They're what? For those of you that don't know, they're ice shoes that you clip on or tie on or strap on to your shoes or your boots for such a time as this. And if you can see, I'm gonna turn the camera around there. This ice on the side, this is probably a foot, 15 inches of space, and then the rest is if you have bad footing. You're like that guy back behind me, I can hear him. You're a goner, because it's beside us is what? 30, 40 foot drop, maybe 50. I don't know if you guys can see that, but up behind us, it probably took me about 5 minutes to go the other way because we were not climbing, we were descending, and it's harder to go down than it is to climb up. He's this way, honey. Mowgli, you gotta go this way, bud. Come on. He's looking for shortcuts.
Yeah.
So Jay and I know that there are a pair of eagles that live back here. We know of bald eagles, and then we have personally seen on multiple occasions a golden eagle. At first when I saw it, I thought it was a hawk of some sort, but then once we got up on him, he was really large. He was clearly a golden eagle. Beautiful. I've never seen one in the wild that close, but anyways, we've been in search of the nest, me more so than him, because I know that they live here. I just don't know where their nest is, and there's no denying their nest when you see it. But it would be quite a find. So these are the parts where instead of going on the trail, we go off the side of the trail to try to get grip so we don't face plant it going up this hill. Again, you can't tell the incline, but right now we are switchbacking because the incline is so severe. So anytime we're forced to have to go up a hill like this, obviously we're switchbacking, but Jay and I are having to go on the side of the trail because this is very soft. Whoa. Slushy snow, wouldn't you say?
A little slushy with ice underneath.
Yeah, and the ice underneath is what makes it so dangerous. Come on, let's go, sis. We don't have time to pedal around on these hills. Woo! Oh. So yeah, we're going down a hill right now, and I'm just trying to do it and keep our body parts all intact. In case you guys haven't noticed, we really like our walks. We haven't done it nearly as much as we thought we would. And we were just discussing earlier, but I didn't have it on tape, or video I should say, that we're gonna start carrying emergency packs. Piper, come here. That's an eagle, you guys. You hear that? Piper, come here. Oh no. She's here somewhere. She's ticked that we're in the area. And I'm worried about Piper. Because if you think they won't go down and snatch small animals, she's the size of a rabbit. They do eat. They like eating carrion and fish, but they're up. There he is. See it? I don't know if I can, hopefully he flies past. There we go. You guys see him? There he is. Well, that was well worth the trip, wasn't it, honey?
Mm-hmm. Always a beautiful walk out here. I don't know what you can see.
Nope.